been on kickoff returns. How much would you love to get him some opportunities to see what he could do on punt returns with, with some reps?
Yeah, I mean, he's been back there the last couple of weeks, and we're kind of deciding who goes back there between him and Cobby, where we are in the field, and what the decision process would be, depending on where we are in the field and what we're going to do up front. But we'd certainly like to have success in both of those areas.
Some guys have natural kickoff returns, some punt.
Say that again, please.
Some guys are more natural as kick returners, I assume, and some are more as punt returns. Do you know whether Keisean is a natural punt returner, or does he?
Keisean's really an athletic guy. He's got great eye-hand coordination, and he's got a lot of confidence. He's done both before at different levels, and again, I've been around him a long time, so we'll see how the next game goes, but he's certainly going to get opportunities as we go forward.
What do you have to show you earlier this season to get the opportunities that he has? Because obviously he's made the most of them. What do you have to show you?
Keisean's been with me a long time. He returned for me over there at the Raiders in 2018, so he's always shown, I think, some of the things I just talked about. Great confidence, great eye-hand coordination. We want to make sure the decision-making process stays on course with what we're trying to do, both on offense and certainly setting our defense when he covers for us.
What went right? It's easier for me to say from a blocking perspective, because he did well, but he obviously had some room to go there too to get ahead of steam.
Well, I think we blocked it well, obviously, some of the ones that we did. Now, the opening kickoff return wasn't very good. I would have rather left it in there, and we didn't do as good a job on what we call a hot one to the catch side. But I just think it was one of those nights where it seemed to come together. Our double teams worked out pretty well. Some of what we call cheese blocks worked out pretty well, and then Keisean did a heck of a job of setting those things up. And, when he goes, he goes. So it was a good night for us, but it's long gone. We're getting ready to play another game here pretty soon.
Do you ever have a restriction, Rich, on how deep to take it out on a kickoff?
We do. We have some parameters going into the game. Now, we got into that game, and, we just felt like we were blocking them pretty good, and thought we could help set our offense in that situation, in that game. And so we moved the parameters back a little bit, if you will. But it's a learning curve for him as well. I think we lined up way over to the one side on one, and they dropped it in there over on the right, so he's got to understand where to line up on some of the different calls. But there are parameters going into the game. They can change as the game goes on.